Let's go over what's my hospital bag as a second-time mom. I have my bag right here, ready to go. And last time, I think I packed a little bit too much. And so I'm gonna go over the essentials that I like for sure know that I need and that I definitely wanna implement this time around. So come along. Okay, it's a big bag and I always get so embarrassed, but like, whatever. I have my stuff, the baby stuff, I have birthing stuff. I have like it organized where it's like everything that I need for birth is on top. And then everything that I need for like postpartum is underneath. And so what you'll see for birth, I have the rebozo. I've talked a little bit about the rebozo in different videos. I've talked about it through my TikTok channel as well. So definitely gonna be using the rebozo, but we'll make sure to pack it. And then I also have, just in case I like need it, I have some birthing combs to kind of use that gate theory. But last time I used the birthing combs like crazy and I thought it was great. But I always see labor and delivery nurses talk about how like some of the most successful births that they see are the ones where the mom is just like, just completely limp. And so this time around, I'm going to actually try to use a TENS unit. And the TENS unit also uses a gate theory. It basically gives you some like noxious stimuli wherever you put that TENS unit. I'm gonna put it on my like mid back and my my like sacrum area, and that way it can kind of distract those nerves a little bit as they're dealing with contractions. So this is gonna be my TENS unit, and I actually have like a pregnancy like labor TENS unit. It's so expensive. I'm just gonna use this one. I have a lanyard for it and everything, and I have extra TENS. I have extra batteries just in case I need it, and I have the directions written down just in case I'm like not in my right mind and I need somebody to help me out. So definitely excited to use that. In school we learn a lot about TENS, like we were literally tested on it in boards and everything, so I never really use them, but I'm excited to try it this labor. Then I also have one of these portable heating packs. It vibrates, it can heat up. You just like attach it, and this thing's fantastic if somebody's having like cramps, you know, but I'm gonna use it in case I get back labor and the TENS, like I don't want them or they're too much. And then also if I get like, I remember having a heating pad on my lower belly last time, felt so good. And so this is a portable heating pad, so I'm definitely gonna use that. I have extra headphones. So I'm gonna be bringing in headphones and listening to hypnobirthing apps. So I have extra headphones for that. And then I also have some labor snacks. So last time in labor, I thought it was a good idea to bring a Cliff Bar, and that was one of the stupidest things I've ever tried to do. So this time I have more like sweets. So I'm gonna have, you know, like little Jolly Ranchers, I have honey sticks, I have some gummies, I have some little peanut bites, I even have some candies, some applesauce, and then if I have really bad reflux like I did last time, I have some Tums as well. Or if my labor stalls, like let's say that I have to get the epidural and my labor stalls like crazy, I'll probably have a Tums without telling anybody, just so that way I can maybe get some calcium to the muscles, so that way that uterus will contract better. I saw a labor and delivery nurse or midwife talk about that, so have that ready to go. And then I have, for still labor stuff, I have one of these fans that's rechargeable. You can hook it up wherever you want, nice and easy. I have, I'm gonna be wearing like postpartum underwear. I don't really like what the hospital gives you, so I have some from Freedom Mom, and I love the Freedom Mom postpartum kit. So my grandmother got it for me, which is really sweet. Like I used it last time and my grandmother got it for me at this time. So I love their little labor socks. They're so comfy, non-stick. And then they also have this really, really, really comfy robe. So I'm gonna be wearing that as well. But I'm really gonna be wearing like a maternity bra. And in case I wanna go in the water or something like that, I have multiple maternity bras just in case. So that is it for like the labor aspect. I also brought one of these little portable, like smaller massage guns for my husband for his back, in case he gets a little bit like, you know, his back hurts. So, but if I need it on my shoulders or something, then like, yeah, we'll definitely be using that during labor. And then let's move on into like the postpartum stuff. I forgot to mention that I have like a ton of extra really long cords in here for all of our electronic devices in case I need to like recharge anything, or like I need to be able to access my phone from far away. But so that will also be useful postpartum. And then postpartum, I have a portable squatty potty. This is the actual squatty potty brand. I remember last time I was just like, I couldn't have a bowel movement, and I was like, hey, like I really need to put my feet up on a stool, and they were like, we don't have that. And I'm like, Yes, you do. We made it work, but this is a portable squatty potty, and I'm so excited to use that. I've been wanting to buy one of these for years anyway, so I just was like, why not finally get it for that first postpartum bowel movement, because it's always a doozy and a little terrifying, even if you've done it before. Other things postpartum, so this is all like my breastfeeding stuff. So last time my son had a lip tie and I didn't know, and he couldn't latch, and also like my anatomy, like it was really overwhelming. So I have a little latch assist like nipple everter, so that way it can pull out and like stimulate the nipple. I have, because I had a pump last time, I brought some soap this time, to actually like wash the pump parts every few hours whenever I do it. I have my little silverettes I'll start using like immediately to help out with just that irritation. I have this little, like, heat isn't good for if you have like mastitis or like a clogged duct or whatever, but heat for me last time did help me stimulate a letdown. And so this little Freedom Mom heater, you put it like right on top, and it also vibrates a little bit. I'll use that just for like a little bit if I need to get a letdown and my kiddo can't latch, then like hopefully that will help. I have some little like, you know, I'm trying to collect as much colostrum as possible, so I'll have that in my bra if I'm doing skin to skin. I have some of these, even though I don't think I'm gonna need it, like the little nipple covers for, you know, in case you leak. And then I have this little nipple butter. Last time I used coconut oil, and I do plan on doing that again, but I get kind of nervous about using coconut oil with like a brand new baby, so that's why I got that nipple butter. Somebody gave it to me. And then because I couldn't get a latch last time and I had to pump, I got one of these. So whatever, like your nipples change size each pregnancy, and I plan, like my nipples are different than they were my last postpartum, you know? And so what this does is it has, I don't want to take it all the way out, but it has a little like measurement tool, so you can actually measure what your nipple size is. And then it has the different sizes of flange inserts that you could put into the flange, because the flanges that they use at the hospital are way too big, and I don't know what size I'm going to be postpartum. And it even comes with like a little sponge. Again, I don't want to like open this up. So I'm really excited about that. So that's all like the postpartum breastfeeding stuff. I also made sure that all of my shirts, I don't want to pull them out because they're all folded, but I made sure all of my shirts are like button up, you know, the cover. I have like a robe too. That way if I need to do skin to skin, I can just like open up. I don't have to worry about anything. All my pants are super loungy, loose type of pants. And then I have a going home outfit, just like one going home outfit with like a breastfeeding type top. We have a ton of snacks in here because I remember last time, by the time that we got up to the postpartum unit, like dinner was closed, like they were done, and I was starving. I was so hungry. And so we have postpartum snacks, protein bars, chips, like got tons of snacks. And then for the baby, this is literally all the baby has. Last time I packed way too much baby stuff. In the baby device, and this is why I love that Freedom Mom postpartum kits. It comes with these, and so I'm obviously using those to like organize, which is nice. Sometimes the babies come out with like really long nails, so I have a little charged up nail filer. I have a portable sound machine ready to go. I remember last time the postpartum nurse was like, that's smart. I'm like, thanks. I have 2 pacifiers because I'm going to start my kiddo on a pacifier right away. People can judge me for that, but I did it last time and it was a godsend. I'm packing an actual swaddle. I don't want to undo it. I'm packing an actual swaddle rather than just like the fold up ones, right? So I have that because the swaddles are a doozy. And then I have 2 going home outfits in case we have a little blowout, which we shouldn't that early postpartum, right? Like they shouldn't like have those crazy poops, but we'll see. So that is it. Nice and easy. Okay, editing Oriana here after I had my baby. There's 3 things that I forgot to pack that I wish that I had packed. One was a nightlight. I have this really awesome red nightlight, and I wish that I had that because we had to have we had to have the lights on all the time in the postpartum room, and I really wish that I could have just turned off those lights and had like a different light on. And then to go along with that, I wish that I had brought my eye masks, so that way when it was really bright during the day and I needed to sleep really bad, I could have just put the eye mask on and fallen into like a deeper sleep. And then the last thing is that I totally forgot to pack a pumping bra, one of the bras that allow you to be hands-free, so that way like I could pump at the same time, because I was pumping one breast at a time, 15 minutes each, and like that was a lot. So don't forget about those things too. Not too much stuff. Don't pack too much. Some hospitals don't have peanut balls, which is interesting. This is something that I learned recently. Last time I brought my own exercise ball just in case, but my hospital has both the peanut ball and the exercise ball, so like I didn't need that. But definitely check in with your hospital to see if you need to bring in any sort of like exercise ball. But besides that, you really don't need that much. Learn from my mistake. And I hope that that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.